TikTok instead of YouTube because nobody cares to watch his stuff anymore. And what he does on TikTok is he battles people and makes them feel like the smallest person in the room. And I honestly don't know how TikTok still allows him to be on the platform. It's crazy that Jeffree Star can get on here and like be in those lives and say the most heinous shit to people and still have a platform. And amongst other things, let's not even get into that. Sir, I thought we would react to this video because why the hell not? And you know, sometimes a girlie needs a hate watch. Okay, glass clink. All right, let's watch and get into it before I keep yapping.
Hello, is this thing on? What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. Hi, how are ya? Yeah.
Already annoyed, already annoyed, already annoyed. I haven't watched a Jeffree Star video on YouTube since like the whole Dramageddon fiasco, cause what?
Yes, you guys, I'm back! Miss Jeffree Lynn. We are
Boo!
officially back on YouTube, and we have a lot to catch up on, so...
Did TikTok chase you off because of the way you were treating people on like TikTok battles or lives?
Oh, what y'all talking about?
You
It's island, and then you invited us, so.
Yeah.
Wait, do you guys
we thought
know
we'd
each
say
other?
hi, you know. Show you how to really battle since y'all scores are lower than a couple people's IQs I met this weekend.
Oh.
Wait. Wait, what? Everybody go. Who's this other guy? Paul?
DJ Glass
Okay,
in.
we've got 15 seconds left of doubles. Whatever we can do, y'all. Everybody try to play
Hi,
together.
Paul, do you have a
Paul's walking down the street, sweetie. He can't hear you, and no one has you muted. So stop listening to the trolls in your chat saying I have you muted when I never did, and don't feed into the bullshit. Thank you.
Yeah.
You don't like my attitude? Then leave the battle. The
It's your problem.
we didn't have you muted, and you assume we did. I don't have a problem, Pookie.
Everybody's telling me below that you muted me. How am I supposed to know?
And you should have. You're an adult. Use your common sense and maybe not believe what everyone says. Aren't you a grown woman?
Got this.
So you believe everything you're told?
You know what? Because I'm on TikTok Live, I'm not going to say what I want to say.
I don't give a fuck what you have to say about me, Pookie.
I'm not going to get banana. You ain't worth it, bro.
Your account, no one's viewing your account anyway, so let's hear what you have to say, little girl.
Bruh.
With those burnt ends, you ain't nothing, Pookie. Go brush your teeth. Go
Why
brush
are
your teeth.
How are you so famous with this fucking rude ass attitude?
Go brush
really?
your teeth, Pookie. I see some plaque up in there, motherfucker. I'm afraid of talking my account. Girl, you could never come for me on your worst day. You could never come for me, you fucking Karen. You could never come for me on your worst day, sweetie. Burnt hair.
He has so much going for him. He must be really unhappy to act like that to people. I know, I agree. Ellie, I agree. He's just doing it.
Imagine.
Is this like a, hey, is this like a, are you like
I'm actually really happy. It's called banter. Carrie, I don't really give a fuck either, Pookie.
Jeffree.
All you little white devils can go play somewhere else.
Hey, Jeffree, is this just an act that you're doing?
Okay. If you can't handle banter, get off the app, little girl.
Well, yeah, I was like surprised.
Aiden, we're gonna find you some strong partners that aren't little bitch babies that whine, okay?
Okay, I got it. Yo, bro. Hey.
You do.
Hey,
She ain't putting up nothing but a
I do
couple
the same-
taps.
Jeffree, I
her
do the
little
same
attitude.
shit that you do.
She also said, who's that other guy? His name's Paul Baby, and the wind is hitting his skin, Pookie.
It really is.
And if y'all can't handle any comedy, I don't care. Go trim your nails.
Jeffree, I am fucking D1 for comedy.
All right, you guys,
You're
everyone double
not.
tap the screen. You guys, there's 29
What do you
seconds
even go
left.
for? Fucking
I know, poor
makeup?
Aiden couldn't stand a chance.
I'm
It's
not
okay.
gonna upgrade you to fucking
We actually like Aiden, y'all. He's a real one.
I know. I'm gonna post this.
Let's go, you guys. 17 seconds left.
Yeah, we're gonna like really post a video and literally like everybody's gonna see what an ass is.
Jessica, I really like
And you're gonna lose your followers. And I'm gonna get bad reviews on your ugly ass makeup palette. Let's go.
Yes, you guys, MVP, let's go to the star
Jeffree, I dare
family,
you, battle
baby.
me. I dare you,
Miss
battle
Jen,
me.
we love
Let's
you,
go,
Jen.
bro.
MVP.
Let's go. I'm
Yes.
gonna
Blaine. Yes, Blaine. Brittany. Thank you so much, Blaine. Tony, Estrella, Larissa, Donna, Jenny, Rusty, Luna, Morgan, and B Mac.
I
Yes.
don't want to touch him, dude.
Thank you all.
I wish I could say what I want to say, but I'll be banned and I'm doing it.
I know, and you could never on your worst day come for me, Pookie.
I can't.
You
It's
could
not
never
worth
on your
it.
worst day.
He's not worth it at all.
No, I'm not worth it. I know.
Oh. Oh.
Can you leave, Laura? You're kind of hard to look at.
No, I'm not gonna leave.
Okay, Paul, let's leave. She's a
Oh my
literal...
god. Oh my god. Let's leave Paul. Oh my god. Paul.
Aiden,
Oh
stop
my
trying to
God,
send the
Paul.
battle. This girl's
I'm
absolutely
I'm a
disgusting.
fucking asshole. Oh my god, Paul. Oh, hey, Jeffree. You're back.
I'm gonna say one thing. Go brush your teeth. You look like you stink.
Dude, where's the cool guy that I was battling? Girl, you're weird. Okay, yeah, it's an act, you guys. I do satire, I do funny ass shit.
He was actually really mad and starting to cuss when you just left, Paul. I was just trolling. So there's a couple people in here that think I'm being serious. You guys, it's called banter. It's called TikTok. And if you don't know how to have banter and have a conversation, you shouldn't be online. You should go, read a book or something. But they still make books.
Touch some grass.
For harassment. I don't care.
That's crazy.
Oh, wow.
I wish I could say what I want to say, but I know I would be going right now. I would be
Me sticking out my so giggity.
So
Phantom tax.
Love that you're out there. Come on, Brandon, Joe, let's go, baby.
Okay, so I just want to acknowledge how absolutely wild and insane that live was for Jeffree Star to even say that that's banter or something, or classify it as shade. You're insane. How are you getting on here and talking to grown adults, let alone women, and telling them they have ugly teeth and their hair is this and that? Who the fuck are you, dude? Everything you have is bought and paid for. So the last time I checked, you were nobody to give any advice to. And no shade to the plastic surgery girlies. I just know if you're gonna be if you're gonna be mouthing off that hardcore, just know you better be able to understand who the hell you are, because the mirror is 10 feet away and I think you really need to go look at it genuinely. Oh my god. And I guess that girl's persona of being annoying is also a bit too. So I get it, but holy shit, she didn't say anything crazy or hostile towards Jeffree, and he was giving her the whole book. So I just wanted to give my 2 cents on how he genuinely needs to take a reality check and that person that was instigating the whole thing, because it all started with that person not even acknowledging that girl, and she just thought, she's like, oh, do you have me muted, because that's what they're saying in the chat. And then Jeffree unloaded. I didn't know people can't fight their own battles or even answer for themselves. So classic Jeffree to bulldoze in every situation. Just had to give my thoughts on that, because he sucks ass. Okay.
Grab a Red Bull, grab a snack. And hi, how are ya? It's been about 10 months since I've uploaded on my channel. I know, a lot of you felt like I abandoned you. I am so sorry, I apologize. I'm back! Now, we took a very long hiatus after almost 10 years of beauty and lifestyle content. Big
Whoa!
I needed a break. I'm sure most of you know we have left LA about 4 years ago now. I know, where has the time gone? 4 years ago, we moved to Wyoming. We've been living on a big old ranch. I'm a real cowboy now. I know that's kind of hard to believe, but baby,
oh yeah, he doesn't believe in pronouns anymore. I forgot about that. He's like, don't you ever call me that, because you know what? Okay, Jonkler.
Makeup mogulin, and we're yak wrenching. And yesterday, I opened up my second ever retail store. So now we have 2. This is so crazy. So there's a lot to catch up on in my life, but most importantly today, we are here to do a little documentary style content. I miss long form content. Yes, we all know.
Documentary style content. What the flippy flip are you talking about?
Oh, I'm the queen of TikTok now, and I'm having a lot of fun over there.
The queen of TikTok. You're the queen of asshole behavior on fucking live. Why are you trying to bullshit, dude?
But I really missed you guys.
Sir.
Literally almost a third of my life was spent on YouTube. So we are officially...
And I don't mean that homophobically. I just mean that because he doesn't believe in pronouns, because that's what he said on a podcast.
diving in, and today is going to be monumental. Life has been amazing out in Wyoming. I truly can't complain. It's been a very wild roller coaster. And we at Jeffree Star Cosmetics have had a astounding run. And I cannot believe I'm about to say this, but in November, it's my 10th anniversary as a company. So as we're looking at dates and things to celebrate, I stumbled across something. Oh, girl, I know a lot of you know and have seen this before. If you have no idea what I'm holding, yes, this is a CD, first of all. Some of y'all are like, what the hell is this? Yes, back in my day, we played CDs to listen to music.
So annoying,
this is my first and one and only full-length album. It is called A Beauty Killer. It came out 15 years ago. So we are here to dive into, yes, almost like a VH1 behind the music moment to celebrate and acknowledge 15 years. And then of course, it's time to drop the bomb, baby. We are here to celebrate it. We have a re-release CD coming out. We have new vinyl, and I have 3 songs coming out. Oh my God! There's a lot of reflecting that is going to be happening, and we're going to throw up a lot of...
Genuinely, shut up. Like, it's just us. You're yelling in my face.
Really old clips. We dove through the archives, baby. So yes, I am doing a re-release of Beauty Killer. The 15th anniversary. It is going to be coming out very soon.
Shane Dawson said, fuck, I wasn't able to monetize it. Shit, dude. Shit, dude.
And yes, everything will be launching on September 20th. It's happening. I can't believe it. Now, when I started my makeup brand, I fully abandoned music. I really did. I said goodbye to the past.
Would you get mad at me if we two-timed it?
I did my last tour.
Hey. Would you be mad at me if I two-timed it right now? Because, like, I don't want to listen to this. Okay, what if we put it on 1.5? Come on! I don't want to listen to this slowly. Can we do it on 1.5?
In a tour bus with a band, playing shows in front of thousands of people in 2012. I was signed to Akon, the award-winning, of course, Grammy-nominated singer-songwriter. He is unreal. And back then, I was signed to him. Yes, I was one of his artists. It was a really wild journey, but we're gonna go back way deeper. But when I quit music...
Don't even get me started on that Akon crap, because... What the freak?
I fully immersed myself with Jeffree Star Cosmetics. And now that we have 10 years in the game in the beauty industry, I felt like it was very appropriate to celebrate one of my greatest accomplishments as a musician. And it's time to do our big one, re-release this, give all the OGs something to celebrate, and all...
Do our big one. He needs to stop watching baddies. Someone needs to revoke his Zeus card quick.
The new people, something fun to listen to. So we're gonna go on a little journey right now, and then at the end of this journey, you guys are going to see what we have been working on for a really long time. We're gonna give you some song sneak peeks. We're gonna show you the new cover of Beauty Killer, because 15 years later, you can't use the same album cover, at least when you're not someone as iconic as me. So there is a brand new album cover, 3 new songs, and it is about to be really fabulous. So let's go on a little journey. Let's rewind our...
I'm a beauty killer.
memories, because as I'm sitting here, all the memories are flooding in. And a lot of you know the history, but for those of you that don't, let's take you down a little walk. Now, in 2005, if y'all can even picture that long ago, little old Jeffree Lynn had a blonde mohawk. I was very androgynous, and there really was not a guy in makeup at the time. Everyone else was doing their own thing. Boy George, Marilyn Manson, David Bowie.
Is the mohawk in the room with us? Because the side shave, like half mullet cut, isn't the same, boo.
Retired or on a hiatus or not really in the forefront, and Miss Jeffree Star came in that MySpace scene like a wrecking ball. And I met some people off of MySpace, and they happened to start a group called Hollywood Undead. Now, they would go on to sell millions of records, tour the world, and they are still...
Okay, listen, the song that he did with Hollywood Undead had me by a chokehold, and I understand why nobody would let me have the aux back in the day, because I was listening to shit like that, so... I'm sorry. Apologies.
An active group right now. Before they put out any music officially on a label, I was in the mix. Now, what got me into music? From a very young age, I listened to an eclectic realm. I used to have Marilyn Manson and the Spice Girls and Mariah Carey, Britney Spears, the Backstreet Boys, and Korn, Limp Bizkit. I mean, it was all a blend of all my favorite music. I was very eclectic. I was also obsessed with female rap. Now, my obsession with female rap is going to be very important because it really inspired me to want to rap as well. Yes, Jeffree Lynn, Star, can really lay down a freestyle. I love writing raps, and I love that whole...
You right, well, you know, no rap was to be had, no rhythm was to be rummed, and no like beat was to be barred. Okay, I don't just because you string words together doesn't mean it's rapping.
Hip-hop culture, I've always loved it. So pop and hip-hop together was always my favorite. Now, I really grew up listening to Lil' Kim, Foxy Brown, Remy Ma, Queen Latifah. I love female rappers. On MySpace one day, I was looking around, and I met these dudes. They were called Hollywood Undead. We met at their apartment. They played me some music that they were playing, and it was really funny, really catchy, very rappy. I proposed to them one day, maybe I can be like the female rapper in your group, feature on a few songs, whatever, right? So one day, on a very boring day in Los Angeles, and we were all broke and doing absolutely nothing, we wrote a song called Turn Off the Lights. Yes, I wrote my very first rap verse. I featured on my very first song, and it came out in 2005. Now, this song was very monumental for that group. Hollywood Undead was writing very catchy stuff, and it just snowballed, and it really blew up. I finally had the confidence to be an artist. I couldn't believe it. So living in Los Angeles, you can network and you can hustle and you somehow will meet the right people, whether it's at the right...
Also, he was doing music with T-Mills before that too, so I don't know why he's trying to act like he wasn't. As someone who was a Jeffree stan...
or the wrong time, and a bunch of musicians...
At the time with music. Oh my god, excuse me. Okay.
people just kept falling into my life. And all of a sudden, months later, this Hollywood Undead track has blown up. They've blown up. They're massive.
I
They
can't
signed
grip
to
this.
Interscope Records. Now, back then, they did have me re-record my verse. I was in the studio, and they sadly never used it on their debut album. But that's okay, because most of you people will never forget my verse. Now, let's fast forward to 2006 and 7. I was one of the biggest
shit,
names
the
on
head popped
MySpace.com.
off
It was
again.
the
Hold on.
epitome of social media back then. It is what TikTok is back then. It was absolutely insane. I got a lot of attention. I was very outspoken, very still who exactly I am today. Now, I got the confidence to do music. I couldn't believe it. Little Jeffree wanted to rap. I wanted to do dance music. I wanted to do hip hop. I wanted to rap. I wanted to be a pop star. And who could blame me, right? Hello, I was in the city of angels. So here we are. I'm meeting all these people, meeting musicians. I go to shows all the time. I grew up in Huntington Beach, California. I was at Chain Reaction in Anaheim. I was at the House of Blues. I was at the Whiskey A Go Go on Sunset, the Roxy, the Key Club. I went to shows all the time. I was very into the music scene. And through networking, I met producers. I met songwriters. And all of a sudden, I wrote my debut EP called Plastic Surgery Slumber Party. My first song was called We Want. Yes, my screen name used to be the C word. So on brand, I know. And of course, later in life, I legally changed my name at 19.
So on brand, it's so me core. It's so me
coded.
coded.
And it blew up. And then I released my
Bitch,
second
that shit
song,
in my
Eyelash
teeth.
Curlers and Butcher Knife. That's the difference. That blew up. It was wild.
Jeffree
And then all of a
Star
sudden, I have an EP worth of
you
stuff.
know
It's
what?
called Plastic Surgery Slumber
Brahadia.
Party. I put
You
it
know
out,
what I mean?
and I kind of did it not as a joke, because I was taking it very serious, but I had no idea what was going to
Just
happen.
kidding.
I was
He
a
wouldn't know
working
the first
makeup artist.
thing
I had been
about
makeup
that.
since I was 12 years old. So I kind of put my makeup creativity on pause, did some music, and all of a sudden, we're getting emails, phone calls. People wanted to book me. I had no idea what I was doing.
said,
Fast forward to me figuring it out. I'm a boss bitch. We
your
figured it out. And all of a
liar.
sudden, I'm on the road. I'm doing little shows. I'm opening up for this rapper. His name was Mickey Avalon. I'm opening up for Peaches, one of the most iconic underground
Mickey
electro stars. And
Avalon is the one that used to be like, my bigger than a bridge. My you know, look like crazy ass line insert. They wrote the My D song. Used to love it back in the day, but there are some weird ass lyrics even back then, you know what I mean? But that is who Mickey Avalon is. He's the one who wrote that, like, my na yo ma na 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 na, you know what I mean? So
And little Jeffree Lynn Starr is an actual musician. Whether people took me serious or not back then, I did. Whether people fully believed in it back then, I did. Was it maybe too ahead of its time? I think so. So all of a sudden, success comes very quickly, and I was unsure of what to do next. So I started my own little record label. It was called Popsicle Music, and it was under Warner Brothers, and it was in their umbrella
Popsicle
house called
Records.
Independent Label Group. Let's fast forward to this little guy. This is my second EP. It's called Cupcakes Taste Like Violets. This was very monumental for me and was really special. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, this was really special. So this came out and the success kept growing, and I really wanted to write a full-length album. It was time, it was so important, and I really wanted to be a pop star. So I went on the journey of writing my debut album, Beauty Killer. It came out all the way in 2009. It is really special when I'm looking at this. It was monumental for me. Now, this album features Nicki.
Bitch, I remember that video, and I remember, okay, so like a little bit of a story time. So I was watching this exact video in my English class, and like, I was a little scene emo kid, right? And there was somebody who was like, what the freak are you watching? Like, this is so weird. Like, this is disgusting. You know what I did? You know what I did? I'm not even exaggerating. I walked over to this kid and I slapped him across the face, and I was like, watch your don't you talk about everything like that. I can't believe I did that. But yeah, rightfully so. He had every right to critique it, but at the same time, he was kind of being a homophobic jerk off, so that didn't help. But yeah, absolutely wild. And I just think it's so interesting that like Jeffree has done like a complete 360. He's almost like I guess you could almost say he's like so conservative. He wants to be like a conservative bro because he lives in Wyoming, but he'll never be that. So I don't know, he's doing whatever this is, and like his old self, or not even his old self, but I think the person he tried to portray himself as he was doing stuff with Shane would be like, what the freak? But I think he's been a fake person all along, so I don't even know what the hell I'm talking about. I just think it's genuinely so crazy that this person treats people like absolute dog crap on these lives, and like says the most mean and heinous things to everyday people just because, you know, he thinks he can. And it just shows that he's never changed, and I don't know why people still like even support him. Like, I haven't bought anything. Like, you want to see the Jeffree Star product that I own, the one that I own? Get ready. Get ready. It's the mother freaking Jawbreaker palette. Okay, I bought his brushes from Morphe, and oh my god, I think I have a couple. Let me see. So you can't even see. Yeah, you can literally see it. Okay. So it literally says like Jeffree Star X Morphe. I know you can't see it, but it does say that. He released these brushes and look what they did. They just started to like chip away, and I don't know why. They look like total garbage. And yeah, that was his collab with Morphe, and I'm just like, I haven't supported him since then, so I don't know how y'all are still buying stuff from him. And like, quit funding this guy's pocket, because at the end of the day, he doesn't care about y'all, and he just sees you as just some coin change. You know what I mean?
Minaj. It features Matt Skiba of Alkaline Trio, who was in Blink-182. It features Breathe Carolina. It features, I mean, so many producers were on this, from Shakira's producer to people that have now had Grammys. It's truly mind-numbing. So on some unfortunate circumstances, I did not have the big debut that I wanted. I was under an umbrella. I didn't have the right promotion. I didn't have the right management.
Just because you wanted it doesn't mean you deserve it, and doesn't mean that you're like connecting with the right people to get that. Oh, dirty.
To really make this vision come to life. So yes, a lot of the internet heard it. Some of these songs had hundreds of thousands of plays, and back then, you didn't get paid for your streaming. We just were happy that people were listening, and it was really special. I was selling out shows all around the world. I played shows in the UK, Australia, all over America, and thousands of people were coming. They were buying merch, they were listening, they were singing my words that I had written back to me. And that was the most special thing about being an artist, was to connect with strangers who just understood who I was. So this album did not get the shine that it did. And I think now...
But it's crazy because you don't give a fuck about anybody else other than yourself. So it's like, you need to grow up. You liar.
Looking back 15 years later, it definitely needs to have one more moment and one more hurrah. So we thought it would be really special to add 3 new songs to this. Now, a lot of you may know my MySpace hit single, Beauty Killer, which was, of course, the title track from the album. I thought it'd be really fun to dive in and kind of re-record it in a country kind of twang. So we re-recorded the song Beauty Killer, and then I wanted to capture that MySpace sound, but make it current. So the other 2 new songs that I recorded for the limited edition vinyl and CDs and digital, oh baby, there's a lot here. The 2 new songs are really fun. One is really kind of like dance floor to the wall moment, and the other one is a very, very hip-hop. This is me just dabbling and just dipping my feet into the pink water. I don't know what the future is going to hold, but I'm ready to really get active and have fun. Can you imagine a Jeffree Star concert now? I can actually do everything I ever wanted to do. You never know, y'all. So get ready to experience some new music. Does this define exactly who I am as an artist right now?
For the brushes that don't freaking work. You are so great. Oh my god, it's turning into a worship song. Woo! You know what I mean?
I wanted to capture something and have a lot of fun. I'm so fucking excited for people to hear new music. So after this album came out, it was a very wild roller coaster. I didn't get the success that I wanted at the end of the project. And then a couple of years later, I'm somehow in Atlanta, and Nicki Minaj's manager introduces me to Mr. Akon. Now, a lot of you may not know, but yes, Nicki Minaj is featured on my debut album. It is a song called Lollipop Luxury. Her verse is actually just next level. It's so fun. And me and her worked on the song prior to really all of her massive success. I think her feature with Young Money and Bedrock had just came out. Your Love had dropped, and she was just bubbling. And I knew when I heard her mixtape prior to any massive success she had, I knew she was the one. I knew she was going to be next in line. Little did I know it was going to be so monumental, and she would change the rap game forever for the females. But baby, we got her on my album, and it was really special. She thanked me in her Pink Friday notes when her massive debut album came out, which I thought was so special. And yes, we still show love to each other till this day. So all of a sudden, I'm in Atlanta. Nicki Minaj's manager at the time is Deborah Antony. She introduced me to Mr. Akon. And all of a sudden, little Jeffree Star, broke and on the verge of not sure what was going to happen, I'm in Akon's mansion. It was wild. He signs me as an artist, and he's my manager. It was a very weird situation. Looking back, I would have done business way different, but I had the time of my life. I got to fly around the world with him. I got to learn so much business. I got to see the music industry behind the scenes in a totally different way with someone that has had so much success, but it wasn't the right time for me. So even though he had signed Lady Gaga, and even though he had worked with and signed T-Pain and had had so much success himself, it was the wrong place at the wrong time. And Jeffree Star was not meant to be a pop star at that time. So after a couple years of really trying and making a second album that never came out, I was very frustrated, very depressed, and on the verge of just quitting everything.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry if anybody's bored with this video. This guy's just like ranting and literally just like talking about like inconsequential stuff that I'm pretty sure should have been talked about on the Shane Dawson documentary. And if he hasn't talked about it before, like, I just don't care anymore. He's just like such a mean ass person, and it's like, why do you expect us to give so much of a care?
My gut, and I quit. I fired everyone, the lawyers, the managers, the team. I said goodbye to touring, and I said goodbye to it all. It was devastating, it was heartbreaking, and it was one of the most difficult decisions I have ever made in my entire life. But was it not the best decision in the world? So I said goodbye to music. I said sayonara. I put out my last song in 2013 called Love to Michael Bain. I was finally making a sound I was really, really proud of. I was growing and developing as an artist. I was finding my voice, and then all of a sudden, it was all gone. I remember sitting in North Hollywood in that 2-bedroom apartment, me and Diva and Diamond, just staring out the balcony, wondering, is this all over? Now, my passion for makeup had never dissipated. I did put it on the back burner. So all of a sudden, I'm back to doing makeup. And then social media was morphing and changing and turning into a whole nother...
Y'all know how much I love y'all to sit through this goddamn Jeffree Star video and you're like, nobody asked. I know, but it needs to be done. It needs to be done. And it's not to give him a view, it's to let y'all know he's still the same person. Please don't waste your time on Jeffree Land, okay? It's a waste of time. Okay, mamas?
Their monster. MySpace was fading. Instagram was on the rise. TikTok wasn't invented yet. And YouTube was massive. So little Jeffree Lynn hopped on YouTube one day and saw a few girls doing makeup tutorials, and boy, did that change me forever. So I think most of you know the journey by now. What happened?
He acts like he saw something on YouTube and was like, oh my god. When you literally started a really controversial like lipstick line called Lipstick Insert, terrible freaking word here. Why the hell are you trying to act like you came from humble beginnings? Because at the end of the day, you're a mooch. You're a literal leech. And I think somebody needs to talk to you like how you talk to everybody else. And whether I am a cocktail in, one cocktail in, you can catch the smoke every day. I'm so sick and tired of people like you actually wasting people's time. You think you're so funny. You think you eat every time you're disrespectful to somebody. Man, grow the fuck up. Why don't you act your age if you want to be so manly or whatever? You don't have the right to talk to people, especially women of a certain degree, because you think you ate or you're eating with that comment. You're fucking annoying, and I hope you stay in Wyoming forever, and I hope you just breed yaks for the longest, and I hope you live a long, lovely life.
Reactivated my YouTube channel, and for almost 10 years I reviewed makeup. I showed you my relationships. I showed you my wild, rapid success as someone trying to figure it out, learning to be a CEO, and the full trajectory of the growth of my brand. You guys saw it all. We then did 2 documentaries. The conspiracy documentary is one of the most wildest journeys I've ever been on, one of the most proudest of my career. And it was just unreal. We sold the most eyeshadow palettes in history, in the beauty world, in an hour. It was monumental. Over 1 million. The community on this app definitely disintegrated, and I lost my passion for beauty. I stopped reviewing makeup for a while. I kind of just felt out of place, and I did go to other apps. I went to TikTok. I really have just been having the best time over there reviewing makeup. And human beings started to digest content different. All of a sudden, even though a lot of my hardcore watchers love a nice long foundation video, 30-minute review, the viewers were falling for all of the beauty creators, not just me. People were going to TikTok. They were really focusing on Instagram, and YouTube for beauty had shifted, and I lost my spark. So now, baby, we are fully back in business, and right now, I would love to show you a little debut makeup collection that we have been working on. Now, the anniversary of the music, it's not complicated, but it's broken down in 2 parts. So yes, there is Beauty Killer, the 15th anniversary CD and vinyl with a brand new cover. There is also a digital EP called Lollipop Killer, and there's a mini eyeshadow palette. Hello, we are one of the coolest, dopest, weirdest makeup brands on the planet. So of course, we had to do a little makeup collection with this celebration. Now, the Lollipop Killer palette, she's a 9-pan, she's mini, and of course it has the album cover on it. Oh my God, yes, you guys, is this not next level? This is the album cover for Lollipop Killer, Beauty Killer 15th anniversary re-release. Now let's open up Miss Lollipop Killer mini palette. Yes, look at her, y'all. She is very bright, she is very obnoxious. It's giving MySpace scene, makeup colors, very bright, very wow, and very beauty killer. Now here it is in all of its glory. 9 beautiful shades that definitely represent the MySpace Jeffree Star. It's very pink, very goth, very bright, very old school Jeffree Star. Back then, there wasn't a billion eyeshadow colors. There was only a couple brands really killing it. And then I came in the game. Hi! Yes, sir. And the shades are all named after Beauty Killer, the album, the songs, the lyrics. It is a very on brand and is very stunning. So hi, how are ya? Now, the palette is really special because this is going to coincide with the music. But of course, there has to be a couple lipsticks, and we even made a liquid blush. Now, my famous velour liquid lipstick is what catapulted my brand to the next level. It is our very first product we ever launched. So of course, we had to do a couple new shades for this collection. One is called a Lollipop Killer, and the other one is called a Strawberry.
Okay, I'm gonna say it. Okay, I'm gonna say it. I hate that his lipsticks were so good. I honestly hate it! I scared my baby girl. Sorry. No, but I honestly hate how good his lipsticks were. And that's like one thing I do miss about Jeffree Star is his lipsticks. But at the end of the day, I found better. And it's like totally fine. You know what I mean?
Youth. They are very bright, very me, and I am wearing a Lollipop Killer right now with a very new lip liner coming out next year. Here is Strawberry Youth, and here is a Lollipop Killer. Now, my Magic Candy liquid blush is very famous. We have over 20 shades, the most out of any brand in America. So, of course, Miss Lollipop Luxury liquid blush, named after me and Nicki Minaj's famous song, Yes, Sir, Yes, Ma'am. Here she is. It is a very bubblegum, bright coral shade. She really is that girl. And if you've never used my liquid blushes, a little goes a long way. So this entire mini little makeup collection, plus all the new music, is available for pre-order right now. We have 4 different vinyl variants. We have a limited edition CD, and baby, we have a digital EP as well. We really went all out, so everything is available to pre-order right now. It all launches September 20th, and just like the old days, everything is linked down below. Oh my god!
5 days later.
I would love to end this video with giving you guys a little sneak peek of some new music. Hi, hello. So here is a little clip of something new.
Okay, so I don't have it in me to listen to all of his fucking music, so I'll link his video down below if you want to watch it in full. But I hope the dolls have a great night. Love you, and yeah, hopefully tomorrow is a great day, is a better day, and if not, ride it out like the road dog you are, my babies. I love you so much. Bye.
Some days it felt like it was just me and Skibbity against the whole of Ohio.
You're a beta, and you will always be a beta. You will never rizz up a gyat.
That's cap. I have to rizz up a gyat real quick.
You're not the Rizzler. Are you still going at your edging streak right now?
Maybe I don't want to be a frickin' beta anymore.
Ah!
What the Sigma?
I faked my death, and Mewing Man was born. I was finally free to mew and edge in peace. Look here, Beta. It's not over for you. You just need to start mewing and looks maxing.